Hi, I'm Noel New, the songwriting therapist, and I want to talk about two words, service and servitude. Obviously, in some degrees, they're the same concept. However, they can be vastly different, have different meanings and different connotations that one experiences through each piece. So, for instance, being of service is the highest, really one of, if not the highest spiritual principles we can live under. When we're of service, we are serving, we are giving, we are channeling and being open to a higher calling and a higher purpose. And it really is, and it can be done with charitable giving, or just, in our just natural way of being with others who we come in contact with through our life. So being of service is a huge spiritual principle of growth. Now, servitude, or being a servant, again, that can be moved into that, but for the most part, when I hear the word a servant or of servitude, I feel like a slave or somebody who is held against their will, that's doing what they don't necessarily want to do but has to do. And a lot of us might be feeling that right now, especially at work, at our jobs, at our maybe even our careers. It could be in our relationships as well and things like that. But where we feel like we have to and we don't want to. And when we are of service, we are giving freely, even if it's painful and challenging, and of sacrifice. We are getting back what we're giving because we are doing it through the energy of love, through the energy of a higher sense of care and compassion when we're being of service. When we're a servant, a slave to whatever it is that we have to do for a paycheck, to pay the bills, to pay, whatever is coming up that we want or need. And by the way, another way we can become a servant of is when we own stuff. If we own too many things and our consciousness is on ownership, we then become owned by them. I heard this years ago. A lot of boat owners, that own boats, have discovered that, they own this boat, this wonderful boat. And then the boat starts owning them because it costs so much to upkeep, and every time you go out, and the gas, and and docking and storage, and and all this and that. And so who's owning what? But if they love being a boat owner, it's part of the cost of living. So this sense of being of servitude, or a servant to something that we don't like, we don't want, but we feel like we have to. That is where a lot of us are caught in our daily lives, whether we're conscious of it and aware, or we're just kind of going through, kind of living the life of quiet desperation. And again, like I've said before in previous talk, let's get out of desperation and go into determination, and let's let go of our servitude to things and concepts that hold us down, and become one with service, being of service to our higher good or greater good, to where we're connecting, we're listening, we're opening up, and we're making a conscious connection with ourselves, a power greater than ourselves, and each other. And when we're in this act of service, whether it be the smallest thing, of smiling, when somebody says, "Hey, what's up?" or just giving that energy back, or holding the door open for a stranger, while you're leaving a store, or whatever the case may be, or something more intense with people you love and know, and you're giving yourself to them. That we keep this consciousness moving and holding this active service in our daily minds, and how we can be of service, and we let go of servitude, and not just on outside things, but in our own thinking, and we can open up and truly be free and fulfilled.